watching this set. We do have one more left to play. This is going to be a fun one. It's going to be ml726 Matt, the awesome Matt, as he is known as, up against challenger superstar Pofke from Lithuania. Pofke, another one of the players who entered the challenger division very late into the league. Entering it same time as Watermeat actually in week 7, so he's only played 4 regular season games. However, has won every single one of them so far, and is doing really well in the challenger single elimination bracket. The SpyParty competitive league players are continuingly to compete in, looking for promotion spots. I'm really excited for this game. I think Pofke is potentially one of the most underrated challengers in the division, just due to the fact that they entered so late and got seeded so high, or so low down. I think in 40th position overall. Definitely is one of these players that has grinded the game a huge amount, has so many games played, is playing a ridiculous amount of games per set as well. Matt ML is playing an Iron. Iron's the division just above Challenger. So really, I don't really expect there to be a huge amount of skill difference between these two players. So a very exciting matchup for sure.
Yeah, Pofke has played like 4,000 games in like the past 3 months, 6 months, something crazy, something really drastic. Just playing so many games. Matt played much of his more slow burning. Is still pretty active, but hasn't played as much. Things to talk about both players. Pofke has more of an aggressive style as a spy. Sniper, he plays more standard from what I've seen, maybe a little bit aggressive, some behaviors in the here and there. And Matt, full-on camper. Sometimes we'll let the soft tail slip away, but we'll have to see if he can catch Pofke.
Well, we will be finding out. Let's move on back over to the ballroom to conclude tonight's matches. A Group G matchup, and this is the Group of Death, as labelled by a lot of the people on the predictions cast yesterday. If you missed that, make sure after this broadcast you go check out the previous VODs on this channel, SpyParty, on Twitch. Myself, Crazy Kaylee, and Roya Flush gave our predictions for the group stages, and potentially some crazy predictions in there as well if you are interested. But this group consisting of Pofke, Quicklime, ml726, and Yerund. Certainly a group where you wouldn't be surprised if any one of these people made it out into the knockout stage. And this match could be the massive influencer of it all, especially as most people believe that Yerund will be coming out as first in this group. And so second place is going to be highly contested, I think, between ml726 and Pofke as well. So very exciting match. Pofke spying as Duke. Let's get it underway in 3, 2, 1. Playing it. Oh, never mind. Let's rewind, because I still had it on half speed, and that would have been a very long game. All right, are you ready to go, Yeesh?
Absolutely.
Cool. 3, 2, 1. Playing it.
Yeah, Group G is the God group, as I like to call it. Everybody there is really, really, really strong. Not going to be easy. Once again, we get in this spot where it's really good to bug. And it doesn't look like Matt's swinging too far over to the right. Matt is really good at catching bugs, though. So bug is a mission that is very dangerous. It has much more risk-reward versus him than I would say any other mission. Even though bug's tempting against, I would say, the majority of players versus Matt, I would be very hesitant against that.
Yeah, I'd 100% echo the thoughts there, especially in my casual games against Matt. I think one of the ways that I lose the most is Purloin and Bug. A lot of the other missions sometimes fly under the radar, especially if they're well timed, but Bug a really difficult one to complete. 32% on our first Seduce here.
This position is so good for a wrong arm bug, though, that I don't know if Pofke's going to be able to resist it. I think he might just do it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wrong, as I was just saying, that position just looks like a wrong arm bug opportunity, just all over. And since Wheels came to disrupt the personal space, Pofke just went for it. Looks like he got it off clean though.
Yeah, and switching over to Sniper Cam as it happens, very little indication that the bug was to go through. And very possible that Pofke got away with that scot-free. Unfortunately, we do fail our action test onto Pearls here. A red flirt pushing her out of the conversation. Looks like we're going to pick up the briefcase and look for a fingerprint to try and substitute the lack of mission progress that we're getting. It's very close to the ambassador. I think too close, hence the reason why no AI were returning it. But it's just in that golden range where it's very difficult as a sniper to really tell.
I agree. I'm not even sure Matt caught that. It looks like he did not really swing his laser around to check it or his camera to see it. So I don't even think that was credited, which could be really huge, especially since we only need one more print to go. And it looks like the missions are just going to fall into place here.
Stepping into the conversation with the double agent, looking to start it, a green test very quick. And so many candidates for this, it's very difficult for Matt to really get too much information from it. Almost an entire party in conversations with suspected double agents. Fantastic banana bread coming out of Pofke.
Yeah, he's in a very strong position now to win this game. The one way we might lose this is if the ambassador does not move from the spot for the rest of the game, and then we're forced to do some aggressive fingerprint that is incorrect. But besides that, I think it's going to be tough for Matt to come back after this.
Oh dear. There's the drink offer. Toby gives a drink to the waiter, and now there's a fingerprint available on this tray, and Pofke spots it, calling Toby over for a drink immediately, and is going to be taking that drink from the tray with glee. Looking for the fingerprint to win the game here. Mission win countdown starting now. I think there's no indication that Matt saw the bug, saw the fingerprints, or whatsoever. A very clean ballroom game coming out of Pofke, and what a fantastic start to this series.
Yeah, I think that's optimal ballroom right there. Since you got the bug as clean as possible, that just kind of paved the way for the rest of the game. If Matt caught that bug, I think that game becomes 10 times more difficult to win, especially since Matt is very on top of those bugs, but just was not ready for that wrong arm right there. That position is very common for a good wrong arm bug setup.
Yeah, you just see the wrong arm if you rotate around in its slow-mo vision. A better sniper angle potentially could have caught it, but Pofke, really great execution on that wrong arm bug. 100% deserved win. The way that he paced the game towards the end, really nice stuff as well. Matt, very competent spy, so I'm very excited to see how many punches get thrown back at Pofke. Spying as Alice on ballroom. Let's see what Matt has up his sleeve in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Stepping into an innocent conversation, empty conversation. Unfortunately, an AI does come and, oh dear, double talk. Sometimes can be considered suspicious if people are looking for that, when two AI both talk instantly in the same conversation. Of course, one of them not an AI in this case.
Possibly knowing something about Pofke with pairing. Sometimes you can trick your opponent into flirt pairing, potentially. Like if you talk with another AI that's not your ST, maybe you fool the sniper into thinking that your ST is somebody that they're not. But I don't know how much Pofke even tracks that. Doesn't look like it too much, just some standard highlights coming out.
Yeah, no, that's true. Matt so far hasn't been able to get any mission progress, not easy mission progress, that's for sure. A spot has just opened up next to our seduction target. We're kind of speeding around the party here as Alice. Very active without doing much.
This spot is perfect for wrong arm bugs. I mean, reverse bugs, though. So I think we could just probably chill here, get BB, get our second flirt, and possibly a bug as the ambassador walks by.
Let's see if that does come about for us. We do hit a pretty nice 50% flirt with green test, meaning we are in range for that delicious 2 flirt. Very quick reject of the drink there from Toby, something that sometimes can spark a little bit of suspicion. Wonder what Matt's plan for this game is. I know that he will just time out. It'd be well, actually, that's not very true. Matt hates timing out. He would much rather crash bug with 0.5 seconds left to go than time out. But the way this game has been set up, it's indicating that Matt's likely to rush towards the end.
Yeah, I did not take that reverse bug opportunity. It was in the open, though, so I think it was wise not to take it. But I don't know what other mission he's going to do here. There's a middle a statue it's fingerprintable. There's now a blue book that's fingerprintable. So maybe we go for that option, but this is going to be tough. Minute left and low mission progress is going to make this game really difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. Seduction target adds statues. Toby offering a a drink to us. We are going to go for the purloin here. It's a white test. The fate is seen, and Wheels just took a drink before that, so there's no reason not to shoot. Pofke will take that shot confidently onto the forehead of Alice, going up 2-0 in this series.
Yeah, that just kind of turned out to be not having too much of a game plan and then forced to do a mission. I don't mind too much of the decision to hang around and flirt, but once once the ambassador goes to the blue bookshelf, I think you need to make a decision. I would have preferred maybe going to the center statues, fingerprinting, seduce, inspect. I think that's the way we finish. Would have been tough though, so hard to suggest something with 1 minute left on the clock. Purloin might have been his best choice there.
Yeah, no, I think that especially a green purloin, you can just see the rush in someone's eyes once that goes through. But unfortunately, white test's a little bit harder to run away from. Pofke moving over to Courtyard, playing a bit of Irish for us. Courtyard, a map, a lot of snipers, especially hardtail campers, very confident in their sniping play. So I expect Matt to potentially bounce back with a sniper win here. But we've already seen that Pofke a very dangerous spy. So we'll have to see what they do have planned for this. Let's kick this thing off in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Going for a time ad right off the bat. Green test, 45 seconds added to the spy clock, and the sniper clock gets slowed down by half speed for the next minute and a half.
Looks like we're just looking for an opportunity to flirt. Gonna wait for our ST to move before we make any rash decisions. But I don't mind time ad on this map. Gives you some more freedom to get a hardtail, or more time to do fingerprints even. Now with the ambassador at the left statue, like this is looking for a pretty nice game if you can get that first fingerprint somewhere and then go to those statues later in the game.
Yeah, and Pofke's well aware of this fingerprint. Got a good look at the ambassador at the statue. Ooh, attempts a reverse arm bug, but the ambassador doesn't walk past us. It's a good attempt. Matt hasn't highlighted for it, so potentially gone unseen. But if Matt did see that arm reach out, then this could be really rough for Pofke.
It looks like he almost swung his laser over, like he caught it, but didn't quite, or at least is not highlighting for it. So I think we got away with that clean, fortunately for Pofke.
Well, at least the game has been kind to us. Our seduction target steps nice and close and snuggly. We're going to contact the double agent, knocking down one highlight to a low light, another single highlight in a conversation with a suspected double agent, and then we hit a white test for a flirt, putting us up to 64%. 64% a dangerous number because it does require a green test if we want to 3-flirt it, so something to keep in mind. Pofke now stepping into that left statue with the fingerprint on it. I don't think anyone's been there since, and so we're going to get a fingerprint and our inspects done here.
Yeah, I really like this decision to do a delayed fingerprint. Just wait for a minute or so and see, has anyone gone to that statue? If somebody's even touched it, maybe you can go for the half. And if you hit that green test, that's a huge advantage. So I like this position Pofke's in. Now there's a briefcase opportunity there. Maybe the ambassador's too close for it, but we'll have to see what Pofke wants to do here.
Our seduction target loves us here. Yeesh steps back in for another flirt. Very far away this time, but this game we've had our seduction target come to us twice. Pairing the flirt here is very difficult, even for the best of snipers. At 92%, we do have one more flirt to go for, and Pofke needs one more fingerprint. The ambassador was just offered a drink, but doesn't take it. Would have been a delightful opportunity if Pofke was able to take it.
Yeah, and the briefcase did get set down, so that briefcase is not a reliable option for fingerprint. With a minute left, the fingerprint might end up biting us because now the ambassador has to set it down and leave. So we might be forced into a position where we have to do a hardtail that we don't want to do.
That's going to be very difficult. We've hit our flirt. 46 seconds left on the game. The ambassador has put down the briefcase, and oh, look at that. Wheels is standing right next to him, so he will be forced to walk away in just a quick second. Maybe Pofke can pick up the briefcase to fingerprint it. I wonder if Matt...
Yeah, it looked like Pofke moving into position there.
Yep.
by the window, just waiting for that opportunity before somebody else could take it before him.
There's the briefcase pickup. The fingerprint started as well. Mission win countdown, 10 seconds for Matt to recognize that this could be the end of the game and shoot for it. This camera rotation is not going to happen. Pofke's done it again. A very clean spy win here on Courtyard.
Absolutely. I think Prince are definitely the best option versus Matt. And I like the decision there to just set it down and not return. Just setting it down there at the end, because it worked the first ballroom game where we just set it down quickly and did not return to the ambassador. I like the decision again to just set it down quickly. Hopefully he didn't see us with it. So avoiding getting shot there at the end. All soft held wins is a pretty ideal career game.
Yeah, I mean, really the only indication that Matt really had to come back into this game was the failed reverse drive-by bug. But the sniper cam was pretty much parallel with Irish as it happens. As you can see, as I zoom in on the hand, you can kind of see it move away and then come back. Unfortunately for Matt, it did look like he missed that. I mean, that's really opportunistic play though from Pofke, recognizing that the laser is on the other side of the map, going for it just in case the ambassador does walk past us. But the quick adaptation, the fingerprints to get our 4 missions done on Courtyard, really sexy stuff. And already 3-0 down in this series. Matt now in a very tough spot, having to spy to prevent Pofke from getting to a point where he even just ties out this series.
Yep, Matt's got a big uphill climb, and it all starts on Courtyard, where dreams happen, and one hard tell decides everything. So here we go.
Here we go. Matt, red dress in 3, 2, 1, playing it. I wonder what the hardtail will be for Matt. Waiter comes over to us quickly. Oh, it's going to be a green Perlin, running away from it like as if we rejected by walking away and then passing past the ambassador to really draw the attention to us and not the guest list. And then we go for the bug on the way back. Wait, did Pofke see it? Yeah, he did. Holy moly. That's a quick shot coming through, and Matt potentially a little bit tilted.
It hurts. Pofke played 2 really good games. Matt played a good ballroom game, but they're maybe just a little too aggressive, wanting to rush.
I can definitely feel the want to rush when you're far behind, and really just try and get things done quickly. But I mean, Pofke was all over this.
But I don't know. You already got the green. Do you take another risk with bug? So tough.
Yeah, no.
I feel for Matt here.
With that win there from Pofke, finding the snipe. Now Pofke 4-0 up in this series, has locked in a draw at the very minimum, and there's spying on library to try and make it 5 points to claim a victory over Matt here. In Summer Cup, we play all game matches regardless of if someone hits the winning point, just to try and give us more ways to break tiebreakers, point differential and all that. And if you sweep maps, you get extra points added towards you, not in score, but for tie-breaking scenarios. Either way, here Pofke on library, 4-0 up. It's such a strong position to be in. You have to feel confident. Let's see how he plays in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, especially with this group, getting good differential will be a big deal. Having a really high differential will be really nice, especially if you're trying to fight for second place.
Yeah, that 2 time adds and a bug.
Wow.
Oh my god.
And Matt shoots an AI, probably for time ad. Probably just a little bit too late on it. You can feel for Matt here. Just the pressure getting to him a little bit down, and feels like he needs to take an aggressive shot to make up for it.
Yeah, 2 time ads. I think both were green. No, one was white, one was green. And Matt notices it, I think, just as General checks his watch there. Yeah, looks up at his clock. Oh, look, it's 4:30. Takes a shot, feeling that he needs to be quick on this. And unfortunately, Pofke had done the crime. And not only that, I mean, look at this reverse drive-by bug. I think on
I wouldn't
camera
even
as
call it
well.
that. It's like a drive-by, but he stops while the animation's playing. But the animation's playing into that AI's arm in that AI's body. So that's invisible, especially since Seek's arm blends in with almost everybody being black. So it's going to blend in with anybody. So that was a really excellent bug.
I mean, it's absolutely 100% on the screen of Matt, and I'm looking at it here, zoomed in on Sniper Cam, and it's just almost impossible to catch just
Yeah, you see
a
a little
frame.
flick of the arm, like a little flick of the arm as it snaps back into place, but that's about it. So really solid bug by Pofke. He's been playing some superb spy.
Really has been. Matt needs to clean up the act here if he wants to keep his wits about him. Playing Teal here to try and do so. Teal, I feel, is one of Matt's favorite characters. Certainly see him playing it a lot, whether he picks it or randoms onto it. But it's almost, if I think Teal, I almost think Matt, due to the amount of times I see him pick it in games. So this could be a comfort pick. Maybe it's enough to pull a spy win out in library. Let's see what happens in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
I'd like to see Matt go for a slower pace game here, not rush it. Just play cool, controlled spy party. Maybe go for Prince Microfilm. I think Prince and Microfilm is pretty good on this map. Just avoiding statues entirely. Try not to tilt yourself out of this. Maybe you can get some points and make the differential not as terrible.
It's going to be pretty important for Matt to sweep back the differential back in favor somewhat. We're looking at a highlight for the path, and that's very unfortunate for Matt because nothing happened.
That is really unfortunate. This game just have not been going too well for Matt.
Oh wow, look at that. A swap and then a pop down. Pofke sees that the statue gets popped down, and Pofke pops the shot out as well. 6-0 in favor of Pofke. Crazy scenes happening here in this series. Moving on to pub very swiftly, and we'll have to see how this game does round out. Pofke spying as the blingest of twins here, looking to try and potentially even just sweep this game in its entirety. Would be a huge win for Pofke in this group. Let's see if they can do it in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Pofke's just been on a tear here, so I would expect him to just be doing missions crazily here in this game.
Oh wow, look at that. A bug immediately.
There you go. Kind of, sort of predicted. Yeah, once you're up so much, you just feel like, hey, I can get away with anything. I don't think that's how Pofke was really winning these games, though. He was winning them because he was playing, I would say, near optimal spy. So I don't think going the route of crazy aggressive will change that, but feeling good about his confirmed win. So maybe just trying to have some fun.
Yeah, I mean, definitely once you hit that 6 or even 5, sorry, 5, you put yourself in a position where you know you've won the series. You can relax a little bit. But for Matt, that's a much needed shot just to definitely feel good about your sniper play again. Now spying as Alice on pub. Could bring this back to 6-2, which I think is in Summer Cup a relatively close scoreline regardless. And so for Matt, a spy win here would be 100% the confidence you need heading into the rest of your series here in the Summer Cup group stages. Let's see if he can do it. Put off on pub in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
I think it's possible we might just see like the same sort of thing that we just witnessed with a quick mission completion. There we go. He delegates, leaves, might just try to rush missions.
Yeah, delegating to Mr. U. Parking past the ambassador but not going for the bug immediately, but then goes for the bug as we exit the conversation. And yeah, look at that. Pofke instantly shoots for it. And that's going to be the series over. A big 7-1, if my scoring was correct, in favor of Pofke. A huge win for the upcoming challenger, and definitely a statement needed in this group.
Yeah, even if Pofke goes, even if he loses a match here, that huge differential might be enough buffer in case he ties one of his other opponents down there in Group G.
Yeah, no, that's very true. And yeah, wow, GG's. Some fantastic matches we've had tonight. I hope you guys all did enjoy them. With Alex Air versus Hugh and Kirby, a very close series. JY showing his dominance over in Group D. A huge comeback to tie up the series from Frosty. And then a dangerous challenger in Group G. Watch out for sure. That's going to wrap up the day one matches from the Summer Cup 2018 group stages. Make sure that you do join us next week on Tuesday and Wednesday around the same time, 11 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Pacific time, as we continue our coverage of this Summer Cup 2018. There is a slight caveat. Potentially the broadcast time does change, but we'll keep you guys all updated through Discord in case that does happen. Unfortunately, I won't be able to join you next week as I'm away in Barcelona doing work. Woe is me having to go to Barcelona for work. I know. Yeah. But yeah, we'll have some new faces, some new voices on the broadcast for sure. And next week has some pretty exciting matchups as well. We'll try and continue this trend of covering at least one match from each group. For the week. I think it works out pretty nicely. But I've had a lot of fun, Yish. I hope you've enjoyed it as well.
Absolutely. These have been some really great matches. Some pretty solid spy play. A lot of purloins. I was surprised to see so many purloins. A lot of purloin, a lot of fingerprint. And then towards the end there, getting a bit crazy with some bugs and swaps. But that's SpyParty for you.
That is 100% SpyParty for you. Guys, if you want to learn more, head over to SpyParty.com. You can purchase the game for $25 or go onto Steam, search it up on the Steam store. You can buy it there also for the same price. You can find me broadcasting SpyParty to my personal channel at DarcyGG, where I try to have some good fun and play a bunch of people and teach the game. Yish, I don't know. Are you coming back to the Twitch scene?
I can't really, unfortunately. My computer just won't let it happen. Just a little, not too strong enough to be able to stream regularly, but maybe one day.
Maybe
it's just I'm a poor individual. Cannot really afford 2 PCs in order to stream. But just hey, follow me in the SpyParty community. I'm active, looking for games, looking to try to be the back-to-back Summer Cup champion. We're gonna try to put all these newcomers in their place.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing your progress through this 2018 Summer Cup. Thank you guys for watching tonight. The SpyParty Competitive League will continue its coverage of the finals as well as the Challenger single elimination bracket, so you can tune into their regular broadcasts on Saturday and Sunday at the usual times. And hopefully you join us again next week for more Summer Cup games. I've been Darcy, joined by Yish, and we'll catch you guys all next week for week 2 of the Summer Cup.